The space is like what really sold us. We are on a Norwegian Fjord cruise on the Royal Caribbean Independence of the Seas, staying in the largest room we've ever stayed, a spacious interior suite with no windows but lots of space and even a separate bunk area for the boys that is on the other side of the room. Watch this video for a detailed tour and review of the room, including the pros and cons to consider. Variations of this room type are available on other Royal Caribbean ships. Welcome to our spacious interior room on the Independence of the Seas. When you come in, you have lots of space already. You have tons of cabinet space, lots of hanging space. I really like all the cabinet space and the hanging space in this room. It is way more than we've ever had. The room is 337 square feet, which is twice the amount of any other interior rooms we've had. And you can definitely feel the space. It is the best room in the way of space that we've ever had. For the price, that is. We've got lots of cabinet space, which you can see we really moved in here. We've got all the life vests, the safe, lots of places for shoes and for hanging clothing. We have a nice big mirror here, which is very, very large. It's like bigger than the doorway. You step up to go into the bathroom. The bathroom is kind of small. I feel like it's about the same amount of space we've had in other interior rooms. The shower is like a capsule that closes, and it has designs to make it look like it's wet. There's a clothesline there to hang wet things. Lots of racks and space in the shower. You can move the shower head up and down. I feel like it's a substantial space for a shower, and it's quite high too if you are tall. They provide you with hair and body wash that is Salt Breeze, and it has a lovely scent. There are lots of racks in the bathroom to hang more wet clothing or towels. There's nice shelves, decor over here, although it does look quite antiquated. There's a sufficient amount of counter space, and you have a shelf down here that you can use for additional things, and a trash can here, and I'm not sure what this is. I don't know if it's another trash can. More hanging space on the door, and the left side of the medicine cabinet opens in our room, and there's 3 large racks, which is plenty of space for a family of 4. Welcome to our bedroom suite. It has a royal king bed, or you can get it configured to 2 twin beds. There are light switches on the side where you can have a spotlight reading light thing that you can angle around, or you can put on the light like that's over there. And then there's an end table with a drawer and a shelf on each side of the bed. Then what's super nice is there's a curtain that closes on each side, so you can have complete privacy for changing or separation from children. So underneath here, there's more bedding I see as an option under our bed, but there's also plenty of room to store suitcases. You won't need to do that in this room because I'll get to that point. There is more closet space. So if you're on this ship for a really long cruise, like, you can totally move in. We did for our 7-night cruise. There are cabinets and shelves galore, with 5 shelves, actually 6 technically if you use the top one, and so much space in here. So this would be a perfect room for a really long cruise. And then your desk, you've got tons of drawers. Like, I don't even know how you would even possibly use all these drawers. and of course a room phone, and there's a vanity light that you can turn on. What's this? I didn't realize that. Oh my gosh. Wow. There's even more cabinet space, and you know what? I don't think a lot of people realize that there's cabinets here because these totally look like brand new, like they've never been used. They have the US plug type here, as well as a European one. Under here, there is a cute little room fridge. It's not very cold, but anyways, that's an option. We're not using it. We have our cute little TV to show us where in the world we are. And where in the world are we? We're in the North Sea, the southern part of the North Sea, making our way back to Southampton because our cruise is almost over. This is our last full day of cruising. And here we have some balloons from our 4th of July celebration last night that we're using for decor. More shelves, more cabinets here to store all kinds of things. Sitting and hanging towel animals. Lots more drawers for clothing. This sofa pulls out into a bed that sleeps 2 people, but just by looking at it, it looks like it would be pretty uncomfortable. It looks pretty old and just probably very soft bed to sleep on. This room sleeps 6 people if you use this sofa bed, which is pretty crazy because this is one of the cheapest rooms on the entire ship. And to my knowledge, there are only 2 rooms, just 2, and we got one of them on this ship that are spacious interior rooms that you pay little money for.
Let's see how the bed gets made. We haven't tried. So here's the sofa bed pulled apart. I'm honestly not quite sure where you go from here. Maybe there's another insert or something that's intended to go in there. Anyway, I'm sure it makes another bed somehow.
This way into the room, there is a walk-in closet. As you can see, we've officially moved in. It fits 2 enormous suitcases, 2 small suitcases, 6 backpacks, tons of clothing, lots of rain boots, lots of other gear imaginable, and plenty of space. There's been a sufficient amount of hangers here to hang up all our gear, our wet pants, our backpacks, our suit coats, well, not my suit coat, and all kinds of clothing.
Okay, so this is our bedroom, and so there's a closet right here that you can get clothes, put your clothes in to wear, and then there's space down there too. And then there's a nightstand right here that has a drawer to put stuff. There's a curtain that shuts so that you can be in the dark. Just be aware though that if somebody turns the light on outside that you can see it through here, but otherwise it's pretty dark. And then there's little lamps for bedtime. There's just a general lamp for reading. And then there's another lamp for, like, I don't know, reading, I guess. There's 2 lamps.
Here's the bunk bed. The bed itself is very comfortable, but otherwise it's very short and you can bang your head easily, like I banged my head on that thing this morning. I am 10 and so maybe like 6 to 10, but if you're like a short 11 or 12-year-old, you can probably go there. There's another lamp, there's a bar.
Just for perspective, I'm a pretty average weight of adult. I'm 5'10", so let's see how I fit in the bunk. This is my first time up. yeah, I've got several inches to spare at my feet, as well as my head. I've probably got 6+ inches. I'd say you could pretty comfortably sleep a 6'2" adult up here. There's plenty of space. The top bunk is plenty spacious, but it is hard to get to the first step. The first step is on kind of this narrow metal here. I've made up the bed several times myself, and it is a little bit of a chore getting up and down. So the first rung is several feet off the ground if you don't use this.
As if there's not enough space in the room already, there's actually another desk, a second desk, that's situated between the bunk room and the bathroom. And great space to work at, to do drawings or special thank you notes to your waiters. Another great thing about this room on the Independence of the Seas is that we're on deck 2 and we're really close to a lot of important areas like leaving the ship for your ports. We only have to go down 1 deck to get off the ship, which is pretty handy for us because we like to
push it with the time.
Yes, and we're usually running late, almost always, so it was very nice only having 1 deck to get down when we needed to hustle outside to meet somebody.
However, if you're a light sleeper and you have trouble sleeping with noise, there is a constant, non-stop groan from the engine, a rumble here on deck 2. I don't know if you can hear it.
So there's a huge fan noise, but I think that's in a lot of the rooms, but there's definitely vibration on the master bedroom side of the room, more so than the bunk side of the room.
For me, I'm not a light sleeper, but I found it to be a nice white noise to go to bed to, kind of a rumble. But if you need like a silent room for sleeping, this definitely isn't it.
No, you're not far from the main dining room. It's actually only 1 to 3 stories up for you, which is convenient. But if you like to be close to the windjammer, you're gonna have to go up pretty high on deck 11 to get there. I'm not sure when our room was refurbished, but the ship was built in 2008 in Finland, and the ship was last refurbished in 2018. Honestly, I don't think our room has ever been updated since the ship was built. Our carpet is really shabby, and there's little places along the walls that have obviously been patched, and the sofa is pretty dingy looking. So for this trip, we didn't care particularly about having a super nice room. And the space in this room is what sold us, hence the spacious interior. And we couldn't have been happier with the space provided for us with this room.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty hard to go back to a normal cruise room after this. It's literally about twice the size of a normal interior room. So couldn't ask for more as far as space goes.
The space is like what really sold us, but the actual room decor looks very dated. So if you're like hoping to have like a brand new, like really nice like room with nice like fixtures and colors and modern touches, this is not the room for you. But if you can look beyond that to all the space that you get for one of the lowest prices on the ship for a room, then this is definitely the room for you. Join us in our travel vlogs as we adventure on the Independence of the Seas to 3 of Norway's beautiful ports, Molde, Olden, and Haugesund. We not only love cruising, but also love hiking, the outdoors, and traveling. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and see you on the next adventure.